JJ, this is JJ. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Really good. Jeremy Johnson, I appreciate you taking the time to call me this morning because your story was sent to me by a listener, and I couldn't wait to talk to you about it. You own JJ's Quality Homes, and
Yep.
that has put you in a position, thanks to owning a successful business, to give back. And we were talking off air, man of God, believing in the mission of Jesus, and that is to help those who need it most and love everyone, right?
Absolutely.
So you got two stories, actually, that I want to find out about, because you didn't just help out someone once, you did it twice, and it started first with the man with no shoes. Tell me about that.
So we have a group text of our employees every day and every night. We have a tight group, a tight bond, and one of my guys went to go get ice for us, and he sent me a picture of a homeless guy, sitting down with no shoes and a hot dog pinched in between his feet to keep his feet warm. And everybody knows I have a huge heart, and I grew up with a whole lot of nothing, and now I got a successful business and things are going well, and I love to help people when I can, anytime I can. And so I dropped what I was doing instantly. I ran and grabbed him a very expensive pair of shoes. I wanted him to have not just a crappy pair, but a nice pair. And I got him a couple pairs of socks, got him some shorts, shirt, hat, and I brought him some food and some drinks, and I gave him some cash. And I just sit down with him. I took the time. I put the socks on his feet for him, and I put the shoes on his feet for him and tied his shoes, and I prayed over him. And he started bawling, and then just went about my day after that. And then the second story after that was pretty touching. And it was just God tugging at my heart, to be honest. He's changed my life tremendously, and I'm very grateful for everything he's done for me. So I'm just giving back. And I was driving. I was heading to. I go to meetings all day long. That's what I mainly do, is meet people. And I was late to a meeting, and I haven't had lunch yet. And I took a lunch. I was going to take lunch at Chick-fil-A on Central and Rock, and the corner of my eye, I saw a guy sitting down, had his head down, wearing all black, and it on the sign it said, I saw HIV really big, and that my family has neglected me, and basically he's homeless. He was saying he's homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And any homeless person I drive by, I always give money to, always. I just can't help it. But there's something about him that drew me over to him. So I went over to him. I said, "Sir, are you hungry?" "I'm hungry. I haven't ate yet. Are you hungry?" And he's like, "I'm starving." So I was like, "All right, stay here. I'll be right back." And I ran over to Chick-fil-A and got spicy chicken sandwich for both of us. We took a seat right there in the corner in Central and Rock, kind of right in front of Dylan. And I sit down with him, and I wanted to hear a story of how he got to where he's at. So he kind of started talking to me, and he said that he couldn't go home because his mother was a drug addict, and he caught HIV by doing drugs in Atlanta, Georgia, and he's back home, and he can't get a job nowhere. But he said he tried getting jobs, if nobody would hire him. Once they found out he had HIV, they would let him go. And he said the only thing that he was good at, because I offered him a job, I was like, "You can come work for us if you want," but he don't like construction, and he said the only thing I'm good at is playing the guitar. I used to have a band, and it hit me, and I was like, I was late to a meeting. I had to get to another meeting, and I was like, "Hey, I got to run to this meeting real quick. Stay here, and I'll be right back." So I went to the meeting, went to the nearest guitar place that I could find called U-Look, I think, and got him a guitar, pretty nice one, got him a case, picks, all that stuff with it, extra strings. And I went back, I couldn't find them and I was late to the next meeting because I took literally an hour of driving around looking for this guy, and I couldn't find him. And he ended up taking a bus because I gave him cash also, and he took a bus, and he ended up disappearing basically. So I put a post on Facebook, so I took a picture of us taking lunch because I challenge people on Facebook, to, give their heart, if you can help people, help people. I don't need to be the only person doing this. I want to challenge people to do it. And I put the post out there on Facebook, and I was sitting at church. 10 minutes before church is over, I saw a text pop up, and it was from him off another person's phone. He said, "Hey, somebody saw me walking through an apartment complex, and because I gave a description of what he was wearing, and they said that they seen him, and the person went up to him and showed him that, hey, Jeremy Johnson is looking for you, and he has a gift for you." And so I texted him back and I said, hey, I'll meet you where you were earlier. When I get out of church, I'll be straight there. I got a gift for you. So I went there, me and my wife went straight from church, went home, grabbed the guitar real quick and took it there. And instantly his face just dropped like you would not believe. And he tore open the case, ripped it open, and just started riffing and playing right in front of us. And then it was the most amazing, powerful thing ever. Like, I truly believe that that's probably going to change his life and his outlook on life. And he had a friend that was texting me, the person that was helping him text because he didn't have a phone. He was telling me, like, he just changed this guy's life, you know, something as simple as a guitar, you know. And me and my wife, we got in the truck afterwards and just started bawling like babies. You know, it was a very powerful moment.
Yeah, how can you not cry? I mean, what you did, I've always said you're never too poor to give. Now you have a successful business, you know, and some people might say, well, he's got the means and the resources to do it. Okay, fine. If you don't have a lot of money, give of your time. Give of just sitting down for, like you did, for 30 minutes and just talking to that person and finding out what they're all about. Secondly, you know, giving without judgment is hard, and it's a hot button issue as far as, you know, giving money to the homeless or not. Being able to give without judgment. That's hard, and the fact that you did it, I commend you for that.
To be honest though, like I feel a tug in my heart from God when it comes to specific giving.
Yep.
You know, there's people I'll drive by that's homeless that, you know, I can feel that they're not in need of what I need to help them with. You
Sure.
know, I'm not the right fit for them.
Sure.
But then God literally tugs at my heart and speaks to me and says, "Go talk to that person," and I listen.
Well, Jeremy, I appreciate your generous heart. I appreciate your story. You are leading by example, and I think that's super important. And I appreciate the example you're setting, where we just need to love one another, regardless of who we are and what our story is. Right?
Absolutely, everybody needs help.
There you go.
We all do.
There you go, Jeremy. Thank you so much for sharing your story. 100%. That's awesome.